So our session was about building disaster resilience into the curriculum, and we had a panel with 3 speakers representing a variety of different child-centred projects and programmes across Victoria, Queensland and Western Australia. So at the moment, child-centred disaster risk reduction is expanding. There are more players in the space. There's a lot of research now backing these approaches to bushfire education. And I feel we're at the point where this is emerging. You know, there are schools that are starting to take this up. Teachers are starting to ask for it, and emergency services are recognising the need to get into schools and work closely with them as part of a community-focused effort to educate and empower the next generation of Victorians. So I feel like we're at that beginning, that germination of a longer journey where we're going to see better programs, better services available to teachers, and more of a collaborative effort across sectors.
Just following on from what Neil said, we're looking at disaster education and disaster resilience education in schools. And this is, I think there's people that are coming up with pockets of these programs, so this was a wonderful moment to share not only what those programs look like, but probably the real technical aspect of what educators, what agencies are looking for, and that is how do you get them actually happening in schools? How do you get people to take that up? How do you get that buy-in from teachers, from community, from educators and from the ministers and departments that override all of those to really value that education and see how inclusive it can be, how integrated it can be in a curriculum, and how much literacy and numeracy you can also dilute in those programs while engaging students in a really authentic way. I think we had a pretty positive vibe that was there yesterday. You can definitely see the appetite for wanting this sort of education embedded in curriculum. There is definitely that need out there to help people and to assist them to get these programs going. And I think the wonderful part is we gave such a nice range from primary school right through to secondary education, how they can all complement one another as well. So it's not that we're looking for the one unique sort of program. I think it really emphasises the point, and that's the feeling I got from the questions that we got yesterday, really emphasises the point for so many of these different programs, interventions, opportunities for youth to be involved in these sort of conversations, in this sort of education, and to have a say about how they're going to manage that later on as well. It's getting administrators, principals, deputy principals to be brave and to be innovative and go, yep, we'll make room for this in the curriculum. We'll find something that maybe isn't working so well. And I'm not talking about core subjects, I'm talking about the other stuff that goes on around schools, and go, hey, we're going to give this a go. There is a little bit of risk that's involved, but the outcomes are so worth it in the long run.
Yeah, and just to add to that as well, getting agencies on board to be available to support schools, to help them on their journeys, to provide that subject matter expertise, and having systems and networks of people that support those schools is very important, and also having buy-in at a strategic level. You know, having people at that government level supporting this, and really giving agencies and the research sector the
opportunity to come in.
I was going to say the opportunity. I was about to say agency. But giving them the opportunity to support this on a longer term basis.